Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you may be. Thank you for being here, friends. Thank you for your magic. Thank you for your light. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, our beautiful little soul family. I wanted to ask you a question. Today's download is going to precede a question. Um, okay, how much of your happiness is dependent upon how others show up in your life. Okay. How much of your joy, happiness, success, um, any of that, how much of any of that is actually related to what you're expecting other people to do for you or how they're going to show up for you? I had a really, really powerful discussion recently, and I was very, very present with this person, and I work with this person a lot. And they were hurt, really, really quite hurt, right? And because they were so incredibly hurt, we looked at what was hurting them. And what was hurting them the most was how others were not showing up for them. And it made me look in my own life to see how often I am waiting for others to show up the way that I want them to show up in order for me to feel happy, successful, um, loved, all that kind of stuff. And I realized that this is the great discussion that Buddha always talks about with the energy of attachment, right? What would it take for us to really hold on to our power, to be in our power, to allow us to recognize and realize that no one and nothing has more power over you than you do. Nothing from the outside can fulfill you, validate you, bring you that happiness, that joy, especially if it's in the vein of trying to control how people, what goes against their natural nature, right? We often say, oh, that person will change and then things will be different or things will be greater. That will happen. And I realized, wow, this is really so much of where we really shortchange ourselves. We all do it. I absolutely, when I was listening to my friend speaking, I realized, wow, you know, I realized the places in my life that I do this as well. And so for today, let's just become aware. Become aware of how much of what you're asking for is dependent upon others bringing it to you or giving it to you, right? Is it money? Money also has that effect too, right? We say, "Oh, I'm going to be happy, or um, I'm going to feel fulfilled when I have this money, or when I have this relationship, or when my family loves me again or sees me the way that I want." Whenever we do that, whenever we use the word when we attach to our happiness, then we're basing it upon something else. And I think also right now with all of these retrogrades, Mars in retrograde and Mercury in retrograde, it really is a self-reflection time. And I'm really super grateful to have this conversation because what will it take for us to look within ourselves to realize that we don't really need any of that. We don't need the validation from the outside. We don't need the validation from the money. We don't need the confirmation from anybody. Um, because when we're focused on that, the universe goes, oh, you know what? We're going to hold off on bringing that feeling of success to them until they decide that they're going to manifest that money or that money is going to run after them or until that person comes around and shows them a greater kind of love than that person is even capable of doing, right? And so let's focus on that. What happiness and joy can we be in our own lives that is outside of the norm? And would we be willing to trust ourselves that we have within us the capability, the power, the ability to create that for ourselves, that connection? I did one of those really fun little Facebook things where it's like all the mumbo jumboed words, and it says the first three words you see are what your 2025 will look like. And I was really, really, really excited that the first word that I got was breakthroughs. And it's kind of in a vibrational alignment with what I've been feeling, right? And I think this is an area in which all of our life, all of us can really ask for a breakthrough about where in our lives we're waiting for other people, places, and things to make us happy or to make us feel connected. And so let's have a breakthrough today, shall we? Great. Let's go ahead and begin the meditation. Let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we do so from the space in our heart, let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our awareness to the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling around in the center of the earth. And from this space in the center of the earth, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. And now see yourself in this ball of light. And imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up, out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets and galaxies in the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some dark, through those layers out into a beautiful golden-like light, through the golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. And you feel this connection, this contribution, this collaboration of all things expand even deeper into this energy. You're currently in a theta brainwave. This is a theta healing meditation by Vienna Steibel. From here, we're going to ask for some downloads for the group. I'm going to tap into the quantum consciousness. As a reminder, all you have to do is say yes to receive them. When you do so, these downloads are received into our subconscious mind. And in our subconscious mind, they create a different energetic belief. Remember, our beliefs are creating our reality. So when we change our beliefs, we change our reality. So would you like to know what it feels like to call back your power, to pull back your power, to look at where you are giving your power over to people, places, and situations that do not deserve your power? If you'd like that, say yes. So let's return all those soul fragments back to us. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to know that you have the courage to trust that you are the creator of your reality? Nothing and no one can abandon you. But we are one with the source. The source is with us, right? We are one with that energy. So there is actually truly there's really no true fear of abandonment. right? The fear of abandonment is just a fear of losing control, right? A fear of attachment, a fear of a loss of attachment. There is no real true fear of abandonment, guys. When we truly understand it at the molecular and cellular level, the source, the creator will never abandon us, ever. We can turn our face away from the creator. We can think that we are the ones who are in control, or that we are the ones who are creating this reality solely by ourselves. That's when we turn our face away from the creator. When you turn your face away from the creator, of course, you're not aligned with that energy. So what would it take for you to just turn around and face that you are a part of that light? You are a part of that energy. It exists within you. Yes, I know I just said you turn and face it, but I mean face it within you, right? So would you like to know what it feels like to recalibrate with that energy, to recalibrate with that sense of connection that you have with that divine light that's inside of you? If you'd like that, say yes. Perhaps you're one of those people that instigates this in others. Are you? Are you one of those people that maybe people feel abandoned by? You know, I have a very much a very I guess this reality likes to call it like ADHD, you know, like I'm here and then I'm there and then I'm here and then I'm there and then I'm here and then I'm there. And oftentimes people are like, oh, I haven't heard from you. Oh, you didn't respond to my text. Oh, you didn't call me back. And I go, oh my God, I didn't. I totally forgot. Right? It really has nothing to do with the other person. It has nothing to do with me abandoning anyone out of choice. It just says an energy. It's an energy. I'm following the energy. And in the space of following the energy, oftentimes we are not even aware of how others are responding to us. And so, would you like to know what it feels like to become aware of how others are responding to you and how others are responding to your energy? And to become aware that while it is not your responsibility to make everyone feel the way that they require feeling, it is an opportunity for you to be mindful and aware of how people show up in your life and how people show up in the world, you know, especially those of you who are in similar professions that I'm in, you know, it requires a lot of energy. When I'm present with a client, there is no other reality. It is me and my client. I can't think about anything else. I'm not doing anything else. I'm so present and I'm so focused and I'm so there. And then once the session is over with, I don't even remember half the time what came up in the session because it was so divinely channeled. It was so divinely present in that moment. And then people will text and be like, "Hey, could you tell me what happened or tell me this and can you remind me of this?" And I go, "Oh gosh, I don't remember." Right? And and oftentimes that will trigger a sense of like, "Oh, well, I guess it wasn't that important." But it is in that moment, in those 10 seconds, it's super important, right? So be present with that. It's a reminder for each and every one of us to be present with each other, right? So oftentimes when people feel abandoned, it's not because somebody's actually choosing to abandon them, but it's that they have abandoned themselves in the thinking and the logic of where they've placed their energy. Perhaps they've placed their energy someplace that's so far outside of the present that it feels like the person sitting next to them is abandoned. So, what would it take for each and every one of us to be more mindful of being present? So, would you like to know what it feels like to be more mindful and present in this space, mindful and present of the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of others without taking them on, by the way? To be present and mindful of them doesn't mean you take them on, or it doesn't mean it's your responsibility to fulfill them either. So, everything that brings up for you that triggers you about having to fix others or having to control yourself or any of that, can we please destroy it and uncreate it? Good. And so would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to remain grounded, no what matter what? That you know how to climb up the beautiful emotional scale from whatever feeling that you feel now, whether that's apathy, whether it's fear, whether it's sadness, whether it's loneliness, to something that is just above it, to possibility, to hope, to space. Allow that to be where you function from today. Great. So now let's please shift our energy to those who require healing today. As we do so, let's just please imagine them surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Imagine them happy, healthy, safe, and protected as always. So can we please send unconditional healing and light to Millie, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Also to Mama Linda, happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's send healing to Anne, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Michelle, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Sarah, happy, healthy, safe, and protected. To Tom, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Larry, happy, healthy, safe, protected. And to G, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Chris, happy, healthy, safe, protected. And to M, happy, healthy, safe, protected. To Hector and Dolly, and also to Andrea, Carmazina, Susie, and Ayo. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. So now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your hearts. Congratulate yourself. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for showing up, being a part of this amazing meditation. Thank you all. Have a beautiful day, a miraculous day. How does it get even better and better and better? And I'll see you all same time, same place tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Bye.